From the students of the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good morning, happy Friday. I'm student meteorologist Pham here with your Friday morning forecast. As we take a look at the current conditions across the Commonwealth, we do have mainly cloudy conditions, especially here in State College and places like Altoona and Lancaster, with the only exception being here in Pittsburgh, where we have broken clouds and some intervals of sunshine, but that will change with time. As we take a look at your weather headlines, notice here today we're going to have lots of clouds and mist locally in our region and especially parts across the central Commonwealth. But by the time we get into this weekend, things will dry out with sunshine returning and temperatures will eventually warm up as we begin the next work week with much sunnier conditions. Taking a look at our current temperatures, we do have here in State College 55 degrees, Erie sitting at 58, Franklin 52. Notice our warm spot here is in Philadelphia, where we do have the east-northeast wind coming off of the Atlantic Ocean and bringing some of that much warmer temperatures coming off of the warmer waters. As we take a look at our national view, we do have, notice this warm spot here in the Central Plains that has been building into the region and will be moving east. But notice in the northwestern Pacific, we do have temperatures that are below average, building sitting at 44 degrees. This is because of a trough that has dug into the western portions of the region and will eventually move through. But before that, this heat has to come into our region. As we take a look at your current radar and satellite, we don't have much to talk about, but we do have those clouds and mist that will be lingering throughout much of the day. Our biggest story, however, is this inverted trough where winds are able to converge at a low level surface and essentially rise, and that's what's creating a lot of this rain, especially for the New York metro region, which may see upwards of 4 inches of rain. Otherwise, if we take a look at much of the nation, it's pretty much quiet, and much of this weather will be moving towards our region, resulting in that sunnier and much drier weather for the weekend. Now, taking a look at your futurecast here, we do have clouds and mist really lingering into the region through much of this afternoon and even by lunchtime. Notice our temperatures only sitting at 63 degrees, which is below average, almost 5, 6, 7 degrees below average. But by the time we get into this evening, temperatures will drop up into the 50s as clouds break up. Once we get into overnight, though, those clouds will build back into the region as the inverted trough tries to swing back into our region and bring us more clouds and perhaps additional mist overnight. Once we get into Saturday afternoon, though, temperatures will moderate into the 70s here in State College, and conditions will eventually clear and clouds will break up. Now, taking a look at your extended temperature outlook here, we do have warmer conditions that will persist through the middle of next week, really aided by that ridge here that has been building in the Central Plains. But after that, we should see below average temperatures that will come into our region much later into next weekend. Taking a look at today's forecast, clouds and mist, dreary, and not really the most inviting weather. But we do have a light north-northeast wind that has been keeping us very cool. Notice tonight, though, we do have temperatures that will be only dropping into the mid-50s. That is aided by clouds. Clouds kind of act like a space heater where they heat the ground and it basically radiates and keeps us much warmer than it has been, especially for the past couple of days where lows have been dropping into the middle to low 40s. And for tomorrow on Saturday, we will have intervals of clouds and sun with temperatures peaking out at 71 degrees with a light northeast wind, keeping things dry and not very humid. And as we take a look at your 7-day forecast, notice we do have sunny conditions building through the middle of the weekend and into the next work week. But notice by Wednesday and Thursday, we do have clouds that will be building back into the region as we have the next front coming in and finally usher in that final cooler air. I'm Pham here with your campus weather forecast. Happy Friday.